Hayes, he's tried Sosa. No one has been able to figure it out.
Towards second, long run for Iglesias. He behind the back flips to Lindor to try to make something spectacular happen. Marsh is able to beat it out. So now finally on cue, the 9-hitter gets on base for Philadelphia. Schwarber to second, big hop to Iglesias. Lindor to Alonso. There's 2 quick outs right there to finish off the 7th. Peterson gets out of it. It's stretch time in Game 4 in the Tampa area.
Listen, great swing by Pete Alonso, not to put a damper on the excitement of this game, but being from Florida, living in Florida, the Hurricane Milton is hitting right when Pete Alonso gets that double. There's so many people affected by that storm and that on the brink for Phillies.
You're saying that it's teetering now for Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah. The season is in these next 3 outs right here because you got Turner, Harper, Castellanos coming up. You think your best opportunity.
BI's in this postseason. Kerkering is able to get him out for the first out of the 7th inning. That was a nasty looking pitch out of the zone.
That's such a huge strikeout right there. To get that out without that runner at third scoring.
Nothing in 2.
Boy, 2 great pitches right there in a row from Kerkering. Located a great sinker, strike 1. Came back with a really good sweeper, strike 2.
At a walk in that 6th inning. He swings at the first pitch, sends it out towards right center for Castellanos. And a great job by Orion Kerkering there. The first 2 men reach on a walk.
They give the 8th inning with the heart of the Philadelphia Phillies lineup up there. A lot of people would have thought maybe bring in Diaz right here, but they believe in this guy.
2-2 pitch to Turner. 1 away in the 8th.
Just comes right over with that slider. He's located pitches away, works off the same tunnel and brings it down and in. And it's the same story. They keep chasing AJ.
Yeah, but give the Mets credit. They keep making pitches.
Absolutely.
For them to chase 2.
Now it's Harper, who used a timeout before this at bat. Swings at the first one. Vientos to his left. 2 away in the 8th.
Listen, if the Phillies come back and win this game, it would be a great comeback. But like for a guy like Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, that could be the last at bat of your season. And you've done all these great things. You've had an unbelievable season. And that feeling of Bryce Harper when he has to run back to the dugout.
Castellanos swings at the first pitch again and hits it into left field. He's been aggressive.
The thoughts right out of my mind, AJ. You've probably been on both sides of that, hadn't you?
Yeah. The feeling when you just, not that it's over because the Phillies could still come back, but you think in your mind, gosh, that could be my last at bat of the year. It's just such a weird feeling.
Well, now things get a little interesting, even with those deflated faces in the Philadelphia dugout. Castellanos is aboard. Hefner is out. You've got Bohm coming up here, and you wonder when Edwin Diaz might start. Well, right on cue. Thanks, guys. Excellent job by our crew right on top of it. Edwin Diaz is loosening up in that New York bullpen. The Philadelphia Phillies had that long playoff drought. They had a rough start to the 2022 season. Rob Thomson takes over for Joe Girardi. The vibes change, and they have this incredible run to get to the World Series. But the bats go quiet against Houston in that set. They come back last year, battle through the wild card again, get to the league championship series, had a 3-2 lead coming back to Philadelphia, and Arizona took 7 to head to the World Series. And now this season, the best team in the National League East, which did have some scuffles in the second half of the year, but was the division champion, for the first time in 13 years. 4 outs away from being eliminated yet again, shy of their World Series or bust mentality that they came in with.
Their owner said it. He said it. He wants his trophy. Well, right now, nothing short of winning that trophy is what the Phillies are about. Everything in their organization points to that. They're going to need a massive comeback here to keep those hopes alive.
Up the first base line, it is a foul ball. Carlos Torres, the first base umpire.
Was that line drive past the base?
I think that's what the argument is here from Paco Figueroa, the first base coach. He's asking Carlos Torres about that. You can challenge a fair or foul call from the outfield, but not on the infield.
Well, anything past the bag, right?
Right.
Anything in the air past the bag.
Yeah, but it bounced already.
Oh, it
already bounced.
There you go. There's your answer.
Was that bounced?
I thought. I don't know. It's so hard to tell unless you have a ball a camera right down the line, which is we're pretty close.
Oof. Very close. 1-2 on Bohm. In the dirt, Alvarez with the stop.
Let's take another look at this down the line angle. Oh my goodness.
I thought it was fair off the naked eye. And that angle looks like it's so hard to tell.
It's within inches, right? I got that ball being fair.
And Bohm was going after the umpire, and that's why Paco Figueroa stepped in to make sure nothing happened to Alec Bohm. Now a 2-2 pitch from Peterson. Over Peterson, Lindor to his left, smoothly takes it for the third out. Out their schedule to even reach the playoffs. They needed dramatics in Game 3 in Milwaukee to reach the division series, and they were stymied offensively for the first 5+ innings of this game before Lindor's swing hurt around Queens. 2-0 from Strom, the All-Star who gave up the big Nimmo hit in Game 1 and the Vientos homer in Game 2. Alvarez fouls it, 2-1.
All the credit in the world, though, to the Mets organization, to the players, to Carlos Mendoza for righting the ship. It really is a remarkable turnaround when you look at where they were and where they are possibly close to getting to. It's a remarkable turnaround.
I look back at that Atlanta
2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Alvarez was a key piece early. AJ, you pointed it out early in the series when he had that thumb injury early in the season. That really hurt the Mets. When he came back, it settled things down for their pitching staff. 3-2 on Alvarez, just 22 years of age. Strom trying to bounce back.
Just to get on the field every day. If you think about going back to that home run off Iglesias, going back to the clinching game in Milwaukee when they were down 2-0 to Devin Williams, the lights out closer. He started the rally with a walk, and then today against Estevez with the grand slam. Those are 3 potential clinchers against 3 closers, and Lindor coming up big every time.
And Tom, correct me if I'm mistaken, I believe that count against Williams was 1 ball and 2 strikes before he worked that walk.
He's been an on-base machine, getting on base 20 times in these 11 games since he came back from that back injury. But it was the power tonight, perhaps the biggest blow of his career.
Out to center for Vientos. Marsh is there. 1-2-3 inning. Last chance for Philadelphia. Real Mute